5 pupils who participated in that bullying incident that went viral in from David Mama Secondary School in Mdantsane, Eastern Cape, have been suspended. Now, we know that the mother of the girl who was bullied has opened up a case on Sunday with SAPS, and I watched the video and it is very disturbing. So what happens is the filming starts out, the girl's on the bus, she's sitting there, her body language is all stiff, something must have happened beforehand, and next thing you know, this boy who's standing in front of her just hits her with an open hand on her head, on her face, and the bus stops, and the person who's filming zooms in on her face, and her facial expression is stony. I think she's just trying to hold it together, she's just trying to get home. And as she, the person with the camera gets off the bus, and as she gets off the bus, they swing around the camera because they're targeting her, right? And she tries to make a sharp right to get away, walk away from the bus, and they follow her. They follow her, and one of them even runs up behind her and hits her on her head. Another one pulls her back by her school bag so his friend can smack her with an open hand. And eventually she just starts crying, and people are jeering in the background, people are screaming, someone screams, "This will not trend." And she just starts crying. I mean, it's so traumatic for her. And then eventually, right, the last bit of the video is this boy who walks up in front of her. He comes running in front of her, and he sort of twists his whole body to like smack her, right? And then he runs to his friend as though it's a job well done. Yeah, job well done for you to go straight to prison. Because if you are doing this hooligan-like behavior at 16, 17, 18, number one, where did you learn it from? Number two, how do you think it's okay as a man to hit a woman like that, to hit a child, right? And this doesn't look as though it's the first time, in my personal opinion, that is happening. And we know these boys are huge troublemakers. We know that they already have a case with the school governing body for allegedly bringing alcohol onto the school premises and drinking it. And the reason that they were apparently bullying this girl is because she reported them for their deviant behavior. So what they were doing allegedly is that they allegedly broke school property, they allegedly broke a fence, and while they were running after a bus, and she reported them, and this is what happened to her, is that they decided they're going to teach her a lesson. But now they've been suspended for 2 weeks, and the mother of this girl is traumatized. She said her child is traumatized. She went to the parents, the 5 boys' parents, and they apparently apologized. But when the school summoned the children and the parents on Friday, only 3 sets of parents arrived. The rest didn't seem to be much bothered, and now these kids have been suspended. And I can't believe it that this is happening. And you know, where did they learn this behavior from? And what can we do as a society to make sure that things like this don't happen? Because I mean, if you're already smacking women as though it's your hobby when you are 15, 16, 17, however they are, matrics or whatever, then what are you going to do when you're older? How are you going to treat your wife, your girlfriend? And this is a systemic problem in South Africa. Now, I'll be following this case and see what happens with the police case that has been laid.
What is more disturbing is that for us, not a word from the driver, not even a hooter, to say ema wedwini yintoni le nto niyenzayo. Waka umntwana abantu exhatshazwa ngalamakhwenkwana engaphindisi de bamlandele sele uhlikile kwibhasi le. Uyajonga la footage wena ukhe wayibona, uyakuyibona uba ngabana le nto yenzeka ngaphakathi, and umntwana lo uyambona uba kahlelanga kude kuyaphi kwindawo le akuyo driver. And ukuhlika kwakhe akahlika buyumva, uhlika bheke ngaphambili kwibhasi, meaning that she is now in clear sight of the driver as this thing happens. Not a hooter, not a word, nothing. And equally as disturbing for me is this other lady who was giggling away while filming this incident. He goes as far as to say, to somewhat support Lendo, ngoba uvakala esithi ningabe na worry andizoyitrendisa lento Poland, something like that. Meaning that is somewhat supporting this action, assuring abanye uba no, she's not going to make it trend. Very disturbing pictures, very, very disturbing pictures, completely unacceptable behavior. So yazi abantwana baphume emakhayeni nabo. Sometimes we've got to feel for their parents because abathunywa ngamntu. So nathi bazali sinoxanduva kubantwana bethu, sebafundisa indlela yokuziphatha xa bephakathi kwabanye abantwana. Go again, you parents have got a responsibility. Parents of those children aba involved kuyo yonke lento kususela kulo ishicilela ehleka eqinisekisa abanye ukuba ngabana khona izakwenzeka akazoyitrendisa ivideo le ukuya kubo bonke abo bebephosa impama nabo bebebamba khona kuze okubethwa kwalomntwana kubena kwenzeka. I'm equally as appalled actually by a video I saw later of a young boy in class sebenzisa amazwi arhabaxa ndibona uba ngabana uwabhekisa kwinqununu yesisikolo. Isikolo sivile kuba ngabana kuthiwa iDavid Mama phaya eNyuwana eMdantsane esithi andikhathali principal nokuba ungawubona lo mtyu wale video ndiyishicilelayo. Le ntombazana iqhwatyiwe yanya ngamazwi akhe lawo yabethwa yinjenje kodwa anembethanga. That boy is just as culpable. I don't care if he was there or not. Kodwa indlela athetha ngayo uyayibona bangabana is further bullying this young lady kusetyenziswa amakhasi onxibelelwano. Silisebe lezo thutho siyafuna ukugqithisa ngokuthunywa ke ngumphathiswa uMnumzana Xolwenqatha amazwi enkxaso apheleleyo kwintwazana le kunye nosapho lwayo.
Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Do make sure that you are subscribed and also like the video. So over the weekend, you guys, le video lena, it started to trend. Is a video of school kids that are in a school bus and putting this one girl. They do say that this girl had snitched on them because, I don't know, something that has to do with alcohol and cutting off the fence at school. So she had told the principal what happened. And then this is the reason that they were doing this to her. At first, when I saw it, I saw the one part of the video where she was further away from the bus and these kids were still going after her and hitting her. And then I saw this part of the video where she is in the bus and getting off. Listen, you guys, totally unacceptable. I do think that the scariest thing that our kids go through nowadays is high school. High school is the worst period. And you get relieved when your child gets through high school without incidences like this. But again, sometimes they don't even tell us that they've gone through such things. So yes, you guys. Now, they have taken some steps against the kids that did this. Apparently, they have been suspended from school. And I'm not sure what's happening with this girl, you guys, because I do imagine that it's going to be very difficult to go back to school. Now, you guys, let's just make sure that we teach our kids to be kind to each other. And I know that this will be a difficult situation for a child, even if they don't really agree with what is happening, for them to speak up. It will be very hard for them to speak up. That's why I agree with the people that are saying the person that should have at least spoken up to say, no, you guys stop this, is the driver. However, we don't know if, he is allowed to intervene, you guys. If I was around and I was an adult, I would just say, guys, no, don't stop it at least, okay? And it could be a lot when you're dealing with so many kids, but the fact that nobody said anything, nobody indicated that this was not acceptable, is scary, very scary. Anyway, you guys, listen, tell me what you think about this in the comment section. I do hope that this young lady will write like Connor, and yeah, she will still be able to continue with school. Okay, anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumega, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers.